What's going on, peeps? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to take a look at one of my favorite characters from the Invincible comics. But before we jump into it, I have to issue a spoiler warning, as we'll cover things that have not happened in the Invincible series yet. And if you're not watching the series, man, you're missing out. If it's your first time here at the channel, we cover the backstories of comic book characters, especially those coming to, or rumored to be coming to, live action. So hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of the backstories of your favorite comic book characters. With that down, let's find out who is Adam Eve. Adam Eve was actually a result of a government experiment. Adam Eve has the power to restructure matter by thought as long as she knows the makeup of an item. Being that she is a scientific genius, her powers are limited only by her imagination. She can fly, create force fields, and shape energy into any form she can visualize. She can change living and non-living matter, make atoms obey her will, and can form complex forms of life out of non-living matter. Now, as I said, Eve was a result of a government experiment. The government wanted to mutate an unborn child and create a weapon for themselves. The conscience of the lead scientist of the project got to him, and he switched the child with a deceased child of another family at birth. She was named Samantha Eve Wilkins, and she was raised by the Wilkins. As a child, she was considered a scientific prodigy, knowing everything about science. She was accepted into the prestigious school for young scholars. She was eventually kicked out for not upholding the school standards. One day, after an argument with her father, her mother brought her a plate of chicken for dinner. Not wanting chicken, she turned it into a cheeseburger, thereby discovering her ability of transmutation. She began practicing and experimenting with her newfound powers. She decided to use these powers to help people. On her first foray as a hero, she stopped an animal thief and by chance met her true father for the first time. He let her know that she has her powers due to him and that she was going to be used as a weapon by the government. He warned her not to use her powers in public or she may attract the attention of the government. She brushes him off and doesn't listen. While in high school, she met Rex Sloan. The two began to date and fight crime together. They later ended up joining the Teen Team, which was an after-school group of heroes. While battling the Mauler twins, the Teen Team met Mark Grayson, aka Invincible, another teenage superhero. The following day at school, she found out that he also attended her same school. Eve showed Invincible the ropes of being a teenage superhero.
Try to keep up.
She continued dating Rex Splode until she learned that he had been cheating on her with Duplicate.
Believe this, Eve. I am such an idiot.
Rex said you're dating Invincible now. Said that you guys talked about it.
What?
Oh, don't give me that.
Having no one else to talk to, she went to see Invincible. She started developing feelings for Invincible, but doesn't really realize them until he began dating Amber. After all of this had occurred, she decided the superhero life was not for her, and she moved to Africa where she could use her powers for those who truly needed them. She semi-retired and did not wear her uniform again until Invincible was off-world and the Earth was threatened by Omnipotus. She joined forces with all the other heroes to defeat him. When Invincible did return to the Earth, she wanted to show him how things were working out for her in Africa. She invited him and his girlfriend Amber to come stay with her for a bit. While they were visiting, Eve tried to convince Invincible that it would never work with a normal human. He disagreed and was oblivious that she was telling him this because she was in love with him. After a battle with Hangstrom Levy, Invincible met a version of Eve 15 years from the future. She told him that she is in love with him and that he needed to tell her current self if he did or did not want to be in a romantic relationship with her so she could move on with her life. Time passes and he later flies to meet Eve, who he has not spoken to in a while. When he arrives, the two share a friendly hug and then a passionate kiss, which Invincible instantly regrets because he is still dating Amber. Later, Eve finds out that Invincible broke up with Amber, so she shows up at his dorm asking if they are going to start dating. He tells Eve about his encounter with her future self, and she leaves without speaking a word. Sometime later, they resolve their issues and begin to date. After the Invincible War and their battle with Conquest, Eve finds out that she's pregnant. Invincible is called away by his father for the Viltrumite War, so Eve decides not to tell Invincible. Invincible is gone for about 8 months, and in fear that Invincible could be killed and scared of raising a child alone, she decides to have an abortion. When Invincible finally returns, Eve has gained about 60 pounds from not using her powers. She later breaks down and tells Mark about the abortion. Time passed and she again became pregnant. The two were married, and she gave birth to their daughter, who they named Tara. Eve later finds out that she is immortal, so the two go on living their lives together. So what do you think about the character arc of Adam and Eve? Let me know all your thoughts and theories down in the comments. Also, there's more Invincible character backstories on the channel, so check them out. As always, I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to stop by the channel and check out my videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you again real soon. I'm gone. Peace.